Namaste everybody and welcome. So another exploration into dynamic movement. This time we're going to experience the bending and the straightening of the knee while we in a sense pump the body with breath. Okay? So as always, I start in Tadasana. That's our sort of vocal point that we're trying to express in all the other postures that we are doing and practicing. So from here, I'm just going to start. I'm just going to see where I am in space, grounding through the feet, how my breath is oriented in this particular moment. And I'll just take a few moments here, just checking in with the physical body, checking in with the quality of breath, the inhale and the exhale. And then from there, I'm just going to step my feet wide apart, so that my feet are underneath of my hands. So we're just going to go from either side, right side, and then over to the left side into what we refer to as Trikonasana, triangle. Okay, so if you're dealing with any injuries or anything like that, especially around the legs or maybe in the low spine and around the pelvis, always side on caution. Remember, yoga and yoga postures in particular are supposed to be therapeutic by nature, okay? So they're not supposed to move beyond that point of being naturally and inherently therapeutic for the body, okay? Arms wide, and then I'm just going to turn my right foot out. And then I'm going to turn my left heel out slightly, okay? I have a little micro bend into my right knee. And importantly, my right knee, my right foot are tracking, my arms are wide. So from here, I'm going to lean and reach forward. Now I want to keep the length of my side waist even. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to take one of my bricks and I'm going to take that brick on the highest setting. So from here, make sure the feet are long enough. I'm just resting my hand on my sacrum, just noticing what that tilt of the sacrum, natural tilt is. I'm grounding down all four corners of my right foot, and importantly, I'm lifting up through my inner right arch, almost like that suctioning up through my leg, okay? And my right side waist is lengthening to the wall out in front of me. So from here, when I feel ready and comfortable, I'm just going to lift that left arm upward toward the ceiling. Okay? I have a little bit of width between the feet, enough room for the pelvis, and importantly, I'm just trying to breathe into the body, ground down through the feet. Take a deep inhale, and then we're going to start that dynamic sequence from here. So I'm going to take a deep, full breath, and I'm going to take a long, even exhale. So from here, I'm going to inhale, I'm just going to bend evenly into my front knee until my knee goes directly over top of my right heel. So I have a 90-degree bend, hopefully, in the back of the right knee. But importantly, my right knee is still tracking with the center of the foot, and I still have that same length in my right side waist. And then from there, I'm just going to exhale. I'm going to straighten the right knee again. Just softly, there's no need to rush or push the movement. We're just going to do that a couple of times. Inhale. Very simple. Keep the outer right hip lining up with the knee. And I exhale. Notice by just moving the knee, if there are other points of the body that start to move around a little bit. We're trying to keep that those same coordinates of the body, or for lack of a better term, alignment of the body. And we'll just do that a couple times with the breath. I exhale. And I inhale. We'll do it 2 more times. Exhale. And inhale. Very good. Exhale. And then slowly I'm just going to come all the way up. I turn my right foot back in. I turn my left foot back in. And then we're going to go to the other side and the same thing. So I turn my left foot out. I turn my right heel out. So I'm lining up my heels, or if you need, you can always go a little wider. And then from there, I'm just going to start to reach my arms forward. So I'm keeping that length through the left side waist. So I take my brick on the outside of that left heel. My left knee is still lining up with the center of that left foot. Take my hand down to the brick. Remember, make sure you're long enough for when we bend that knee. When we bend the knee is going to end up right over top of the heel. Back of the knee is in that 90-degree angle. But just for a moment, just feel what it's like to be in the pose. That natural length of the spine. And then really establishing the connection down through all four corners of that left foot. Suctioning up through that left inner arch. Good, and then we'll take a deep breath. And then a long, even exhale. Every exhale, just trying to establish a little bit more length throughout the spine. And then we'll inhale, bend into that left knee. Good, adjust if you need to, maybe go a little bit longer, maybe change the positioning of the brick. And I'm just going to make sure that my left knee is lining up with the center of the foot, right over top of the heel. And relatively speaking, my left thigh is going to be parallel to the floor. And I'm just long enough in the pose. So from this position, my spine is lengthening straight out of that back thigh. Good, so I take a deep breath and we'll just do a little dynamic sequence again. So I exhale slow and control, keeping the length hopefully through the spine. And inhale, slow and control, bending back into the knee. Good, again, exhale, slow and control, straighten. Exhale, slow and control, inhale, slow and control, bend. Very good, a couple more times. Exhale to straighten. So you almost have that whole exhale to straighten the knee. Inhale, slowly bend. Grounding through the foot, again, exhale. Keeping the length of the left side waist. And inhale, slow and control. Keep the knee tracking with the foot. Good. Exhale, straightening the knee. And then inhale, coming all the way back up, turning the feet back in. And then just stepping back toward neutral. Good. So just a fluctuation between experiencing that point of center in the body again, using the breath appropriately, and then moving into a simple posture but a powerful posture such as Trikonasana, moving into Parsvakonasana, the bending variation of the knee, and just simple dynamic movements of straightening and bending. Always remember, there's no need to rush the movement. Let the breath dictate the movement of the body. And when you lose the breath, that's an indication that maybe you've gone a little bit too far, and then always learning how to take a break, reassessing, and then maybe trying again. Trikonasana, dynamic variation. Namaste.